Let's roll. Presented by Town Fair Tire. Claudia Bellofatto, Tom Giles. Let's see what we think about this situation. I just want to see more. They didn't have any design run plays for him, and he was like, okay, I'm going to take this ball like I did at UNC historically with my legs, and I'm going to extend the plays. I don't know if we see this with any other player like Jason Tatum, though, to the flack that he gets. He dropped 36, 12, and 4 in game 1. He has a bad game 2, and everyone's like, oh, well, this is a major problem. My problem is, on your weak side, you have a guy who is not supposed to be on the field, right? We're going with the 4th option, 4th string left tackle. That is my concern. You put a rookie quarterback in that situation. We all saw what happened with Mac Jones. This is a worse situation, I think, when it comes to the offensive line. He's going to pick up bad habits, and he's very likely going to get hurt. And you can really tell by looking at the rest of the Eastern Conference, looking at squads like the Knicks, bringing in a player like Karl Anthony Towns. Teams are making moves specifically to go up against this Boston Celtics squad, but like we saw last season, it doesn't really matter who you get because this team is so deep and so talented. Bring in Crochet, you still need a power righty, right? You still need more arms. You got to bulk up that rotation. So there's a lot of question marks they have to fill. This is good, but the leash is certainly a problem. I know you're a White Sox fan, so I'll let you speak to this. Advanced stats, he's top 5, top 10%. Expected ERA, sub 290, right? So that ERA around 360, but expected ERA, which shows you positive regression is coming. He gets guys to chase. K rate top 10%. All of these things are amazing, but if you can't break through the 4th inning, it's an issue. There's just no sense of urgency. You said it. It came in the 3rd when they needed it, but 25-10 shot attempts in the 1st, 16-32 shots overall in the end. That's not going to work, and that's nothing new, DJ. We've been seeing that throughout this series. Panthers 39, 33 shots in the first 2 games. As good as Swayman is, if he's not getting the help with defense and they're not producing on the offensive side, you're not going to win the series. So should the Pats defense be more focused on stopping the run or slowing down the Jets passing attack? And to me, this is a no-brainer. Breece Hall right now has a sub 30% rushing success rate.
That's good.
7th lowest in the NFL. So don't worry about him, Kyrie. Of course, we're all looking at the threes because that's what fans love to see, but the mid-range game, right? Yes. His field goal percentage, better than players like De'Aaron Fox, who's the leading scorer for his squad in Sacramento, right there with Julius Randle of Minnesota. And again, he's coming off the bench. What is the ceiling for a player like this and Peyton Pritchard if he continues to play like this, Kyrie? I do think they figured something out in this postseason. What didn't make sense to me was the Timberwolves jacking up 53s when the name of their game is attacking the rim, defending the paint, which they are the best in the NBA. If that's the case, then I'd rather face the Timberwolves because I think the Celtics can take advantage of that. They lift up the sweatshirt with the sleeves off, and it's like, of course, that's a lot of drama that they're adding into it, but you go into the numbers, and Mac Brown said this when he was leaving, hey, whoever's coaching next is going to get 3 times the revenue share that I got, and it was actually more than that. Belichick's going to be getting $13 million. So I don't think he has to go and sit on the couches or even FaceTime the players to, beg them to come to this program at UNC. It's Bill Belichick. What is the one thing that every college football player wants to do? Get to the NFL. You think Belichick knows a few people? You think he knows how to develop players?
Out of your hands.
Well, that's my question. Who's going to catch the ball? Heading into week 3, they had historically the lowest amount of receiving yards in the last 10 years, people. That's a problem. Monday at 6 o'clock, tune in for the breakdown. He's come out and said, I'm good, guys. The drops, you don't have to worry about it. I got the best hands in the NFL. No mental issues. How much are we buying into that, Kayla? We've already seen 10 players score just 3 turnovers against the Knicks in game 1, so clean basketball. The way to beat this team, though, is to outscore them in the paint, which we saw all of last year, right? The threes are what kept them in games. Second fewest points in the paint, and we just saw them give up 66 to the Wizards. They've been outscored in the paint, 108-76 in these first 2 games.
That's my favorite.
For Kyrie,
I'm getting
for
that
Kayla,
shirt.
I'm Claudia Bellofatto. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Happy
Have
Friday.
a lovely weekend.
Peyton Pritchard.